Om Namah Shivaya. I am Professor rudramohapatra from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. I am an astro researcher. So I welcome all of you to my channel. To know more about me, please visit www.rudraksjyotish.in. You can find the website address on my channel description. So today, let me tell you another controversial rumors or facts to some extent also. Why astrologers differ? Why astrologers differ? First thing, do astrologers really differ? How can you know? First of all, if you remember a medical science which I always compare to astrology, 100 years ago or even 50 to 60 years ago, if you are visiting a doctor and he or she is not capable of diagnosing your disease in a correct fashion, then you sit to another doctor and you got cured there. Later you came to know that the treatment approach was not some way accurate, some way very correct. But now with this doctor you are safe. Now the doctors in those days were using their own experience, their own research to diagnose the disease. Unlike nowadays, we have all the test report on the desk. I'm not belittling the technological advancement in the field of medicine, not even saying that the doctors of yore are more capable of nowadays or nowadays doctors are less capable, nothing like that. I'm just saying as medical references were not there, doctors were using their own knowledge, and that was the time when doctors used to differ more compared to nowadays because the reports are on the desk. Fatty liver, hypertension, hypertension. I mean, the external measurement, one is your biochemical measurement. So it is come true by this kind of support. But in astrology, we do not have. It is purely the own capability of an astrologer to read the future. And here the reading is very tough. We are reading the time. So that astrologer must be very capable enough to do that. I remember some Guruvar Kenra. I'm saying the word Guruvar because Kenra is not a normal guy. Those kind of we can say astrologer will get once in a millennium. I have read his books. I'm not his direct student. So he was saying that IPC, not Indian Penal Code, inference, perception, and conclusion. It varies from astrologer to astrologer. So the reason behind that, I am saying some very pertinent reasons. Number one, All astrologers are not equally qualified. All astrologers are not equally qualified. Here I am talking of the educational qualification. Somebody is from the astrologer gharana, somebody is from the institutional certification like me, somebody is from the Sanskrit universities. So our caliber varies, number one. Number two, there are various schools of astrology like Parasari, Jaimini, Nadi astrology, Krishnamurti astrology, where the predictive principles are a little bit different. Well, they all target to unravel the timing of event and the happenings in the future, but it varies. So the analysis procedure of astrologers also vary. Now, if a highly learned Parasari system schools astrologer and a very low learned Krishnamurti Padhati astrologer or vice versa, the IPC will vary. Let's say inference will not vary because chart is same. Mercury in the seventh house, Jupiter is in the Lagna, Venus is in the Navamsa of Mars. That is same. Perception will vary. Nowadays the inference is done via astrological software, so no role astrologers have. So perception, how he is looking into the chart, and inference of course will vary. On the contrary, if you go for the same caliber, same studentship, like two engineers who got their astrological education from Bharatiya Vidyahavan, or two Sanskrit scholars from whom Banaras Hindu universities got their certifications, their prediction will not vary that much. So essentially, I am saying that this is due to the personal caliber, I mean educational qualification, the experience, and the methods we are applying based on which they vary. But are they actually vary or should they vary? Actually, it is not. If you just go to an astrologer with a single question, same astrologer will say you the result. The other astrologer will say you almost the same result, maybe little bit addition, depending on the experience. So you say no, he differs. No, no, he has added some more things. For example, if Mercury is posited in the seventh house, it is good for business. Mercury seventh house very good. Now, the same place, if some aprakasha graha like Dhuma, Betipata, or a Poketu are posited, it will create hindrance in the business. Aprakasha grahas are not those advanced things in astrology. Parasar has mentioned about the Aprakasha graha in chapter 3rd or chapter 4, uh, sloka 61 to 64. Yeah. But all the astrologer A did not see that, but astrologer B saw that. So you'll say, no, business is good, but till there will be some hindrances because Upaketu is posited here. It will stop the house to fructify uh, its result. Hmm? So it is now you go to another astrologer and then he says that Mercury is in the Navamsa of 12th Lord in the D9 chart. Seventh Lord itself, which is the Karaka of this business, it is getting debilitated in Navamsa. You will say, no, there are some problems actually. He is not saying something new, he's just adding there. Okay, but till then you will able to do business because one of the propositions is predicting very correct. Mercury in the seventh house, being strong and yogakaraka, is will drag you towards business and also prosper you. Conditions apply. This is one of the conditions. So, how many conditions an astrologer is looking into that needs to be seen? Practically, I was with an online portal. People call me there for 5 minutes and they ask me to evaluate their chart. It is my personal opinion. It is my personal opinion. I have also tested it. For a chart, even if you look into a chart for the whole day, you will not feel satisfied. Yes, you will not feel satisfied. Any astrologers who are more into astrological research should look into the chart in such a way that when the person will come, you can try to find out each and every trait of that person from the horoscope. You can do that. Very, very fortunately, we have the softwares. There are little bit flaws, but till then, we have the softwares and we should not rely on that. It is always recommended that you go for manual calculations. You must be prompting that. You should not always go for it, but you should be prompting that. Suppose you see, Venus is in the Chararasi and second Navamsa. Suppose Venus is in Cancer, second Navamsa, so it will be in the Navamsa of Leo because you count from that Rasi and second Navamsa is Leo. So this is kind of manual calculation you should have. This is in this decade, so here it will be put in the decade chart and this dasa is going on, what is the next dasa coming, like that. It is very, very helpful. But till then, softwares enable you to, I am not putting any particular software. All the softwares enable you to deliver you all the possible calculations. Even the same software is giving you Parasari schools, Jaimini school, various dasas, Shiva. It is up to you, I mean, it is up to the astrologer how much time he is dedicating. If I dedicate 1 hour on a single horoscope, the things I know, if I dedicate more 2 or 3 hours, I will know more. So that is another reason. Rationally, how much you are paying to an astrologer? I have seen astrologers even taking 100 rupees. Many astrologers are also saying whatever you may. Few astrologers are there who claim very high price. If one astrologer is taking 100 rupees, so can he dedicate the whole day for one horoscope? No. Astrologers are not getting subsidies. So astrologers having families to survive at least 500 a day so that they can survive with very meager necessities they can afford 500, 1000. That means he has to see 10 horoscopes. Okay. So it is other way out also. The astrologers, they don't have the time to look into the horoscope in proper way. But this is the reason because it is the caliber, experience of the astrologer and the time given to the horoscope is the determinant of the accuracy of prediction. So astrologers appears to vary, but actually, it is the intensity and in depth looking at it. You just ask me for business. I said you go, and you will do there for also. That the hurdles comes due to this. So it will always be there. Even if you go to any field nowadays, any consultant, it is always be there. It is the consultant's caliber in any field. Say it in the legal field. Many people say, "Sir, are you a lawyer? You have so many books." I said, "Bloody damn it, those are the law reviews. And these are all literature books, and they also, inspired by this kind of clothings I have. I think this belong to Isha Yoga Center clothings. I have been wearing this since 2018 when I was at Isha. So anyway, so even lawyers they vary, but law does not. It remains same. So exactly same case in case of astrology. Now what to do? Rama, Shiva, Lord Rama. So let's take another name. We all have godly name, Rama, Hari, Shankara. So many people may feel bad that I am using that name. Suppose take my name, Rudra. It's also Shiva. So Rudra will say, then sir, what shall I do? You astrologers vary. That is not my fault. What should I do? Yes, very factual question. So what can Rudra do? Now, the basic mistake Rudra should not commit is to visit many astrologers. See what astrologer A has said this, astrologer B has said this, astrologer C has no. You have no intensity, intention to go for this intense research in astrology. This is wrong, this is right. No. You are not doing that. You are not collecting samples. You are not collecting the views of astrologers. You are visiting an astrologer for your problem and to get a possible solution and also to know the timing of the current life situation when you will get rid of that. Or simple words, problem and solution. If that is happening to you with Mr. Y, there is no need to go to Mr. Z. Hmm? So this is the very strong mistakes people are making nowadays. They are now testing astrologers. Astrologers will always vary. I am saying you here on the public panel. Vary in this sense, IPC. Inference, perception, and conclusion. This is vast ocean, astrological knowledge. It is your experience, your own research, studies, how much principles you can apply, and how much time you can dedicate to look into the chart. There are many determinants for the views of an astrologer. Okay, and also the rational side is also there. How come an astrologer do all these things? So anybody should not look into that perspective that he is saying that, he is saying that. So astrology is not the remember. Doctors differ, but not the medical science. Heart is here. Heart will not be posited at the end of your abdomen. For all it is here. So that mistake you don't do. Wherever you are getting the right guidance, right consultation, you stick to that. You visit that astrologer. You develop that trust. No need to change the temples to get more. God is everywhere. Every astrologer is learned in his own way. Some astrologers are more good into intuition. They can say you something which not even written in books, or maybe those books are no more uh, in our localities, stolen, destroyed, or whatever. Possible. Okay. So you as a layman, please visit the astrologers you rely, who is capable of guiding you very correctly, and you are also getting the solution to your problem. As the remedies you are performing, you can see all of my other videos where I'm saying what exactly the remedies are, how you want to rectify your karma and other things. So you can look into that videos about astrological remedies. But your problem should be solved, or at least you get a very good guidance, because when anybody is visiting uh, an astrologer, the first thing he or she needs is a consolation, is a right way of guidance that he or she is anybody who's coming to an astrologer, it is assumed that he is the last stage of the frustration. First, he visited the temples, then he visited here and there, asked this, do that. Then he arrived at the doorstep of an astrologer. So the guidance, see, this time will get over after 1 year. But till this 1 year, you do these things to reach that stage. After 1 year, you arrive, then I will say these things you do. As I said, that what you should do, or what you should prepare to do before visiting an astrologer. You can see that video too. Uh, if I have not posted that, it might be scheduled. Will come soon. So we are not there to test the doctors. We go to this doctor. The doctor said your fever is there. You give some medicine. You got cure. Come back. Then what is the big deal in that? Some doctor is doing good in the community health center in the very interior area. Even one doctor is not capable of doing that. No, every doctor wants that the person survive, but somehow the person died. So that not that mean that medical science is not there. So in every profession there is variation, but you should not look into this, because you always have a skeptic view towards astrology, which it should not be, because astrology is a recognized discipline now. Even if somebody is getting certificate course, it is recognized. Somebody from Sanskrit University, yes, I understand. Uh, More authentic though. Though even two languages are very much necessary for astrologer, Sanskrit and mathematics. Yes. So if you are not strong in mathematics also, it's a problem. So Sanskrit Kala, they say it actually. You are not very strong in mathematics because you are from humanities background. So these mathematical strong people, they are not strong in Sanskrit. So one side it is certification course, other side is this the university course. But anyway, course is there and people are getting certified, and they are doing their job in the right place. So astrologers, if you read the classics also, but Parasara is saying, Mantreshwara is adding little bit, another rishi. Jaimini is also refining the theories, another rishi. So they are also refining. So it is not change, it is refining. So similarly, one astrologer has said some rudimentary things. The other astrologer will not say that my first condition I made that Mercury in the seventh house. He will not say Mercury is in the fifth house. No, it is in seventh house. He is just adding that based on his caliber. Earlier days softwares were not there. Many astrologers till now not using softwares. So they may skip some divisional charts. They look for D1 and D9 they said. For profession you look for D10 also. You again there will be suavities in prediction. So astrologers will always differ, but not your future, not your science. They will not differ in this fashion. They differ. That is IPC, inference, perception, and conclusion. You said this, somebody had added to that, somebody else added that, somebody said this is completely wrong. No, then either of them is wrong. I must say it very clearly. If some astrologers is denying the facts of the other astrologer, either of them is wrong. So nowadays, it's a very easy that you can also have your horoscope generated. So you also know that where your Mercury is posited. So I'm saying chances of error are less. Hmm? So an astrologer does not differ as for their caliber, qualifications, and caliber means I'm saying the spiritual practices, their way of life, how much they have the experiences, and all these things I'm putting together. So jnana and dhyana, two things are the tool for any astrologer. So any astrologers have got these two things. One is a very good library, and another is a good place for sadhana. So or puja, whatever it may be, Vedic practices or yogic practices. But if the connection should be maintained, so that you can able to see the future and have the capacity to wander you know, into others' karmic pattern. So for today, I have made my point. We are reaching half an hour soon, so I have to end it the video this in 30 minutes. If you have some more questions, you can put it in comment box. I don't ensure that I will reply to them all, but till that is one of the options. You can call me, you can write to me. If you are pretty serious about astrology, then do this. I hardly entertain the casual visitors. Yeah, you are a student, you are a writer, you are into this field, or you are also a strong believer in astrology. So then also. So, and if you like my videos, please also suggest that some other field where you want to listen. If I see that that is a field for all, then I will speak. I don't come prepared to make this video, so pardon me if some mistakes, technical mistakes, or during saying if I am not able to say something very quickly, I am taking time. Pardon me for that. All these videos are not pre-acted earlier. So if you like my videos, then please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and those are some requirements to use or to sustain uh, in this YouTube portal. If you dislike it, you have all the rights to do that, and also give some comments where you need improvements from my side. So never be worried about whether astrologer differ or not, whether you are getting solution to your problem. That should be your uh, first concern. So thanks for listening me for this long hours. If time permits and God wants, then we will meet with some new video soon. So till then, enjoy your life and God bless you all. Shivaya Namaha.